In this video, we will be studying about irrational numbers. Irrational numbers, if you remember, you have done in your 9th class also, that the numbers which cannot be written in the form of P over Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0, which can't be written, and opposite of it is known as rational number. So irrational numbers definition, the presentation on the number line, how to locate these numbers on the number line, and what is the difference between rational and irrational numbers. All these things you have done in your 9th class. Now we will study in this. For example, first of all, I am telling you the examples of irrational numbers: root 2, root 3. Can you tell me root 5 is irrational or not? No, because root 4 is exactly equals to 2. So this is not the member of this family. Root 4 is rational. Then root 15, then in decimal form also you know how to write 1 0 1 0 0 1 0 0 0. All these things you have done in 9th. In 9th, teacher told you that these are irrational, this is irrational, this is irrational, this is irrational, and the proof of this thing that this is irrational number you have not done in 9th. So we'll do the proof of this. So first question that we'll do today is prove that root 2 is an irrational number. We'll prove this first. So if root 2 is an irrational number, we will suppose, I told you, if you remember, I told you about a method which is known as contradiction method in my previous video. Contradiction method, it says that we suppose wrong thing in the starting, just like I need to prove that root 2 is irrational, but I will suppose, let if possible, root 2 is a rational number. I need to prove irrational, but I am considering it rational. This is known as, because I am following contradiction method. As soon as we follow, we will near the completion of the question, I will tell you the meaning of this method again. Now if root 2 is rational, so root 2 can be written in the form of P over Q. Complete definition of rational number we will write here. P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0, and one more thing, P and Q are co-prime. Now you must be thinking, what is the meaning of co-prime? Why ma'am has written co-prime? The meaning of this word co-prime is that HCF of P and Q is 1. Again in detail I am explaining the meaning of this. The meaning of this I am explaining in detail, that co-prime, the meaning of co-prime, the meaning of word co-prime is, suppose I take two numbers 12 and 15. So I can cancel these two numbers with the table of 3. It's 3 4s and 3 5s. It means these two are co-prime. Nothing is common. They are in the lowest term. Means HCF, highest common factor of 4 and 5 is 1. This is the meaning of co-prime. I hope this is clear to you. Means these two numbers, this fraction, or you can say this rational number, is in the lowest term. We cannot cancel it further. HCF of these two is 1. This is the main point. With the help of this we will get contradiction in the question. So root 2 is P by Q, because we have supposed root 2 is rational number. Root 2 is rational, it means root 2 can be written as P over Q, This is the complete definition of rational. P and Q are integers. Q is not equal to 0. One more thing. P and Q are co-prime. We have supposed co-prime, and the meaning of co-prime is HCF of these two is 1. Now, for exam purpose, you need to learn these steps, but I am telling you the explanation of also of this. Presentation should be exactly same as I am doing. So squaring both sides, we get root 2 square, which is equals to P by Q square. Root 2 square is 2 and P square by Q square. This can be written as 2Q square is equals to P square. You can see easily that here it is 2 multiply Q square. So I can write that P square is divisible by 2, because I can shift this 2 in the denominator. You can use any line. You can write P square is multiple of 2, because P square is multiple of 2 multiply something means it comes in the table of P square comes in the table of 2. You can write P square is divisible by 2. You can write 2 is the factor of P square. Anything you can write, every line will be correct. So if P square is divisible by 2, this implies P is divisible by 2. This you can prove, this you can find out by taking any example, that if square is, or I can tell you in the rough work, that if suppose 5 square is divisible by, or not 5 square, suppose I take 10 square is divisible by 2, so I can write 10 into 10, so 10 is also divisible by 2. This is the same and simple thing, that if P square is divisible by 2, then P is divisible by 2. And if something is divisible by 2, so we can write let P is equals to 2m, where m is some integer. P, name this equation as 1. P is equals to 2m, because if a number is divisible by 2, so it should look like this. This 2 can come here. P is equals to 2m, or P square is multiple of 2, P is multiple of 2, and the same thing. Put this in 1. Put this in equation 1. Now after putting this in equation 1, we'll get 2Q square is equals to, in place of P, what I will write? 2m square. So this is 2Q square is equals to 4m square. Now divide this equation by 2. I will get Q square is equals to 2m square. Now you can see easily this 2 is with m square. So we can write Q square is divisible by 2. It means Q is same concept we are using. Q is divisible by 2. Now if you see carefully, here we are saying P is divisible by 2. Here we are saying Q is divisible by 2. So we will write, this implies P and Q both are divisible by 2. But if you remember, what did we suppose in the starting? We supposed that they are co-prime. Their HCF is 1, means they cannot be divided by a single or same number. They cannot be divided by, they are in the lowest term. P and Q are in the lowest term. So here when we move further in our question, we are getting P and Q both are divisible by 2. This is the meaning of contradiction, means mathematically we have arrived at the wrong result when we supposed the wrong statement that root 2 is rational. So we will write, which is a contradiction, to the fact, which fact? That they are co-prime. So this implies our supposition is wrong, and this implies root 2 is an irrational number. Now after this question you can do in homework. Prove that root 3, root 5, root 7 and root 11 are irrational numbers. Okay, now some of the proofs. You have done in your 9th class that sum or difference of a rational and irrational is irrational. Just like this is rational, this is irrational, this total is irrational. Same here, same here. And product and quotient of non-zero rational and irrational is irrational. Product and quotient. This is rational, this is irrational. So whole is irrational. This is rational, this is irrational. So this whole is irrational. Teacher told you in the 9th that this happens, that if we add or subtract, this is irrational. Now we are going to prove this also in 10th. So one by one I will take all questions to prove that these are irrational numbers. All these questions are of the NCERT book of your 10th class. So first I am taking 3 plus 2 root 5. So 3 plus 2 root 5, we need to prove that this is rational. So same thing I am considering, let this is a rational number. In all questions we will apply contradiction method. So 3 plus 2 root 5 is rational. We will say R. So 3 plus 2 root 5 is equals to R. Now shifting root 3 on, 3 on the other side will get R minus 3. Now squaring both sides, we get 2 root, no need to square because we can shift this 2 in the denominator. So root 5 is equals to R minus 3 by 2. Now we know left hand side is irrational. Why? We know because this is the theorem that root 5 is irrational. First question of your book. And second, right hand side is rational. Why rational? So you will write in the bracket because subtraction and quotient of rationals is a rational number. You can see here, this is subtraction and this is division. So we write right hand side is rational as subtraction and quotient is rational is rational, and this is irrational. So this implies LHS is not equals to RHS. Hence contradiction arrived, and this implies our supposition is wrong, and this implies 3 plus 2 root 5 is an irrational number. Now I am telling you how it will be asked in exam. This can be asked in exam question. Prove that 3 plus 2 root 5 is irrational given that root 5 is irrational. This question can be asked like this. Prove that this is irrational given that this is irrational. Given that means in the question it is given that this is irrational. Root 5 I have written directly in the question. Left hand side is irrational. If it is not written, suppose question is of 4 marks. So first of all, question can be asked in this way also, same question. Prove that root 5 is irrational. Hence, prove that 3 plus 2 root 5 is irrational. Then this question will be of 4 marks. First you will prove the whole question as I did in root 2. Prove that root 2 is irrational. On the same steps you will prove it. Root 5 is irrational. Hence, the meaning of hence is use the answer of first part. Prove that this is irrational. So you will follow all these steps. All these steps you will follow, and then you can write here left hand side is irrational. You can write because you have proved. I hope you understood these two questions. If any doubt, then ask in the comment box. The way question can be asked in exam, that I told you. Okay, and on the same lines you can do third question, third part. Now I am telling you third question, first part. Third question, first part says 1 by root 2 is irrational. So again I will suppose let 1 by root 2 is rational. Say R. So 1 by root 2 is equals to R by taking reciprocal. By taking reciprocal, we'll get root 2. It will be root 2 and it will be, because it is R by 1, so it will be 1 by R. Again I will write same. LHS is irrational and RHS is rational. Why rational? Because quotient of rationals is rational. We need to separate irrational on one side, rational on one side. This is irrational, this is rational. 1 is rational, R is rational, and their division is rational. So right hand side is rational, this is irrational. So again the same steps, I am not writing again and again. LHS is not equal to RHS, and you can copy the same steps from the previous question and you can do that. This question can be asked of 2 marks in exam, and if it will be of 4 marks, the same form of question will be there, that prove that root 2 is irrational, hence prove 1 by root 2 is irrational. Okay, then second part of this, it is 7 root 5. So I am supposing it as rational, R a rational number, then this 7 is extra, divide it by 7, and again the same thing. LHS is irrational and RHS is rational. You can write the same steps, and I think you can do it on your own. Now because I want to discuss with you an extra question with you people, so that's why I'm doing that. Extra question is prove that root 2 plus root 3 is irrational. Now if both have root, how can we prove it? First step is same, let root 2 plus root 3 is a rational number. Say R. You must be thinking that when I did the proof of root 2 is irrational, I have taken P by Q, but here I am using R. Both the methods are correct. If you will take P by Q as it is given in NCERT examples also, that will be difficult somewhere. You can use that also and you can use this also. You will get full marks in exam, and this is the easiest method. That's why I am telling you. So root 2 plus root 3 is R. Now I told you that if we need to prove this is irrational, I need to separate the rational number on one side and irrational on one side. Now this is done. How can I prove then? So there is one very important step. Leave one root 2 or something out of these two, leave one number here and shift other number on the other side, and after that you need to square. Squaring both sides, you will get root 2 square is equals to R minus root 3 whole square. Root 2 square is 2, R minus root 3, A minus B whole square, which is A square plus B square minus 2A and B. So this is equals to 2 is equals to R square plus 3 minus 2 root 3 R. Now we can shift all numbers which are rational on one side. So I am going to shift 2 R square 3 is equals to minus 2 root 3 R. It will be minus r square minus 1, which is equals to minus 2 root 3 r. I need only root 3 here, and rest all the terms I need to shift on the other side. So I'll take minus common, it will become plus. If I'll take minus common, this will become plus, this will become plus. Shift minus 2r in the denominator and root 3 will remain here. Cancel this minus with minus, so we will get r square plus 1 upon 2r, which is equals to root 3. Now the same steps. LHS is rational. Why? Because square, sum, product and quotient of rationals is rational. You can see here we are squaring, we are adding, we are dividing, we are multiplying, every operation is there. So that's why I have written the reason. Right hand side, as we know, right hand side is irrational. Why I am writing again and again without proving that root 3 is irrational? Because this is a theorem. So if it is written in exam, prove that root 3 is irrational, hence proof, then you need to show. But if it is not written, no need to show. Write as it is, that right hand side is irrational. So again same steps, LHS is not equal to RHS, hence our supposition is wrong, and this implies root 2 plus root 3 is an irrational number. So I have given homework also, means assignment, and I have done extra question also, and CRT 1.3 is completed. In the next exercise, in the next video, I will explain 1.4. Thank you.